guys, I decided that I would show you guys the books I've gotten in the past month and a half, so this will be a pretty big book haul. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great January. I have exams coming up soon, so I pretty much have some free time, sort of. Only have 2 exams, so not too much to study for, so I decided that I would show you guys what I got in one big collective book haul. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I have about 15 books to show you guys, so I'm not going to give too much details because I think this video will go on forever and ever. So I will just give you a kind of quick synopsis of what the book is about, so I'm going to get started. The first book is Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hoke? Pretty much, I think it's Hoke, I'm not sure. I pretty much got this book because when I saw the cover I was instantly amazed and totally interested in what this book was about. The cover is really pretty. There is kind of a shimmer to it, and it kind of has like a blue tinge that kind of reflects on the light. Aside from this cover, the synopsis sounds amazing as well. So this girl named Kelsey has to pretty much break a 300-year-old Indian curse during the summer, and she's gonna do this alongside of a tiger named Ren. So hence the tiger on the cover. He's a character in the book. And there's magic involved, mystical worlds, dark forces, and it says that she has to piece together an ancient prophecy that could break a curse forever. So Tiger's Curse is the exciting first volume in an epic fantasy romance that will leave you breathless and yearning for more. There's magic involved, there's probably a talking tiger, maybe he doesn't talk, I'm not sure. I'm very excited to read this. Gorgeous cover, and the synopsis sounds awesome. The next book I got is Mockingbird, The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney. And this book sounds pretty interesting. I saw some great reviews. This book sounds really good. The inside cover says, Themis Academy is a quiet boarding school with an exceptional student body that the administration trusts to always behave the honorable way, the Themis way. So when Alex Patrick is date raped during her junior year, she has 2 options: stay silent and hope somebody helps, or enlist the aid of the Mockingbirds, a secret society of students dedicated to righting the wrongs of the student body. The next book I got was Unearthly by Cynthia Hand, and this is another YA debut of 2011, so this will be going towards the Story Sirens Challenge as well for me. This has to do with angels, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. The cover is really pretty. The title kind of is metallic and it shimmers, and it also shimmers on the back. I always love books about fallen angels, and the whatnot of that whole sort of genre. In the beginning, there's a boy standing in the trees. Alright, sounds like a stalker. Clara Gardner has recently learned that she's part angel. Having angel blood run through her veins not only makes her smarter, stronger, and faster than humans, she has a purpose, something she was put on this earth to do. Figuring out what it is, though, isn't easy. Her visions of a raging forest fire and an alluring stranger lead her to a new school in a new town. When she meets Christian, who turns out to be the boy of her dreams, literally, everything seems to fall into place, and out of place at the same time, because there's another guy, Tucker, who appeals to Clara's less angelic side. As Clara tries to find her way in a world she no longer understands, she encounters unseen dangers and choices she never thought she'd have to make, between honesty and deceit, love and duty, good and evil. That's a great inside cover synopsis. I think that sounds really good. Sounds like there's a love triangle involved as well, which I also love. And overall, I'm really excited to read this. The next 3 books I got were in a box set. I got it on Boxing Day, so it was 15% off, and I decided that I would get it because I really want to read more of Sarah Dessen's books. And since it was a box set for only around $25, I thought, why not? I mean, 3 books for $25 is a great deal. In the box set, there was The Truth About Forever, there was Just Listen, and then there was This Lullaby, all by Sarah Dessen. So I'm really excited to read these books. She writes realistic fiction with a lot of romance, and there's a great story behind her main character. Remy always knows when to give a guy the speech, right after the initial romantic rush, but before anything gets too serious. She's had her fair share of boyfriends, and she's learned all there is to learn from her mother, who's currently working on husband number 5. Whoa. So why is that Remy can't seem to dump Dexter? It can't be his name. It can't be the way it can't be that he's messy and disorganized, and it certainly isn't that he's a musician, just like Remy's father. The man she never knew, but because he left before she was born. Could it be that Remy's romantic rules to live by don't apply anymore? Just Listen, it says it's about Annabelle Green, and she's a girl who has everything. At least that's what she portrays in her modeling shoots. But Annabelle's life is far from perfect. Her friendship with Sophie ended bitterly, and her old sister's eating disorder is weighing down the entire family. Isolated and ostracized. That's a weird word. At school and at home, Annabelle retreats to silent acceptance. Then she meets Owen, intense, music-obsessed, and determined to always tell the truth. And with his guidance, Annabelle learns to just listen to herself and gains the courage to speak honestly. But will she be able to tell everyone what really happened the night she and Sophie stopped being friends? A long, hot summer. That's what Macy has to look forward to while her boyfriend Jason is away at brain camp. Days will be spent at a boring job in the library, evenings will be filled with vocabulary drills for the SATs, and spare time will be passed with her mother, the two of them sharing silent grief at the traumatic loss of Macy's father. But sometimes unexpected things can happen. Things such as catering job at Wish with its fun-loving chaotic crew, or her sister's project of renovating the neglected beach house, awakening long-buried memories. Things such as meeting Wes, a boy with a past, a taste for truth-telling, and an amazing artistic talent. The kind of boy who could turn any girl's world upside down. As Macy ventures out of her shell, she begins to wonder, is it really better to be safe than sorry? So this sounds like another great book. I love this whole romantic twist to a realistic plot. The next book I'm going to show you is Sing Me to Sleep by Angela Morrison, and I've already read this and it is incredible. I'm going to review this, so I'm not going to tell you what it's about now, but all I'm going to say is that if you don't read this, you are seriously missing out on something. It was incredible, breathtaking. I cried, I laughed, I smiled. Anyway, I'm going to save it for the review. I'm going to do a review shortly. And it was just amazing altogether. I absolutely loved it. The next book I got is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan. Levithan? I suck at pronouncing last names. Anyway, so this looks like an adorable book. The first time I heard about this was at Priscilla's channel, The Readables. So she did a great review on it. It sounds amazing, and then slowly other people started getting it on YouTube, so I decided I would get it because I love the plot. Lily has left a red notebook full of challenges on a favorite bookstore shelf, waiting for just the right guy to come along and accept its dares. But is Dash that right guy? Or are Dash and Lily only destined to trade dares, dreams, and desires in a notebook they pass back and forth at locations across New York? Could their in-person shelves possibly connect as well as their notebook versions? Or will they be a comic mismatch of disastrous proportions? Rachel Kahn and David Levithan have written a love story that will have readers pursuing bookstore shelves, looking and longing for a love and a little red notebook of their own. Oh, this sounds adorable. The idea of a girl leaving a notebook for a guy to find is adorable and totally awesome. The next book I got is The Iron Queen by Julia Kagawa. This came out today actually, but in my bookstore they already had copies out yesterday, and I was totally thrilled when I saw this. This is the third book in Julia Kagawa's Iron Faith series. If you have not read The Iron Daughter and The Iron King, definitely check it out. It is a great series. Absolutely loved the first two books. I hope that everything concludes with a great final chapter, because some final installments don't end in such a good way, which kind of ruins everything, but I think Kagawa will find the right way to end this series. Next book I got is Nevermore by Kelly Cray. There's a cheerleader, Isabel Lanny, who is horrified when she is partnered for a project with Varen Nethers, because he is dark, he's weird, they have nothing in common. She's a cheerleader, he's kind of the dark goth who keeps to himself. Varen makes it clear that he wants nothing to do with her, that this project is going to be torturous, they both can't wait till it's over. But then it leads to Isabel kind of being intrigued in him. She makes excuses to meet with him. They start to spend more time together. Aaron also writes, and Isabel finds herself venturing deeper and deeper into the world he's created with his words. And then the world begins to unravel. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've heard great things about it. The next book I got is XVI by Julia Carr. This is a pretty super dystopian book. It's a spin on the future, which I always love in a book. And on the back it says that some girls can't wait to be 16, to be legal. Nina is not one of them. Even though she has no choice in the matter, she knows that so long as her life continues as normal, everything will be okay. And with one brutal strike, Nina's normal life is shattered, and she discovers that nothing she believed about her life is true. But there's one boy who can help, and he just may hold the key to her past. And pretty much all girls at the age of 16 get the Roman numerals 16 tattooed on their wrist. I think it's a really cool cover. I love the girl, how she's behind the Roman numerals, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is a YA 2011 debut and is called Choker by Elizabeth Woods, and apparently this is really creepy and dark, but I think there's some romance as well. It seems like the main character, her name is Kara, and her life seems pretty normal in the beginning. She's with her best friend, she meets a boy, but then things start to get more spooky when a girl goes missing. All of a sudden she's being invited to parties, she's flirting with a boy named Ethan, but then things start to unravel and go a little strange when a girl goes missing. And that's pretty much when things start to get a little darker and creepier. I think it looks great. It's definitely a shorter book than usual. It's really cool because there's branches all around the pages that introduce the next chapter. The next book I got is F.A.B by Catherine Fisher. This is the sequel to Incarceron, which was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I was thrilled to see this in the bookstore because I kind of forgot when it was being released, but I was really anticipating to read this, so that is why I snatched it up. And I got it. So if you haven't read Incarceron, I highly recommend it. It is a really gorgeous hardcore fantasy novel, so definitely check it out. Next book I got is Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and this is a dystopian sort of futuristic novel that sounds so amazing. The inside cover says that Amy and her parents believe they will wake on a new planet, Centauri Earth. Centauri Earth? I don't even know if I said that right. 300 years in the future, but 50 years before Godspeed's scheduled landing, Cyro Chamber 42 is mysteriously unplugged and Amy is violently woken from her frozen slumber. Someone tried to murder her. Now, Amy's caught inside a tiny world where nothing makes sense. Godspeed's 2,312 passengers have forfeited all control of Eldest, a tyrannical and frightening leader. Eldest rebellious teenage here is both fascinated with Amy and eager to discover whether he has what it takes to lead. Amy desperately wants to trust Elder, but should she put her faith in a boy who has never really seen outside life, the ship's cold metal walls? All Amy knows is that she and Elder must race and unlock Godspeed's hidden secrets before whoever woke her tries to kill her again. Whoa. I've heard great reviews about it, so I'm going into this book thinking that it will be great. I definitely have high expectations, so I really look forward to reading this. Next book I got is Enchanted Ivy by Sarah Beth Durst. She also wrote Ice, which is a fairy tale, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. This one is kind of has fantasy as well. I know a gargoyle comes to life. There's definitely magic involved, and she kind of struggles to figure out her family's past, I believe. So there's dragons, there's knights involved, and there's a gargoyle that comes to life. As you can see, the gargoyle behind her. Check out her first book, Ice, and it's definitely a great fairy tale. Last book from my haul is Solitary by Alexander Gordon Smith. This is the sequel to Lockdown, and it was an amazing sequel. I've already read it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think I'm going to do a review for this because not many people have read Lockdown. But if you do want to see a review, I can do that. Just request it. This was a great sequel. Definitely shorter than I expected. I wish it was longer. That was my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this doesn't turn out too long, but I just want to show you the books I've gotten. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. This was a really fun video to film, and let me know what you guys got this week. I'd love to hear what books you got. So thank you for watching. I'll see you later.